Hi everyone. In this video we are going to continue the numericals related to electricity. So already we have studied the definition of, we have studied about current, voltage, relate, related to current and voltage. Let us solve some of the problems, and this is the part number 4 of electricity chapter. So in this part number 4 we are going to solve only the problems related to current and voltage. So now the first question is, a current of 0.5 ampere is drawn by a filament of an electric bulb for 10 minutes. Find the amount of electric charge that flows through the circuit. So ಒಂದು ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ 0.5 ಆಂಪಿಯರ್ನಷ್ಟು ಕರೆಂಟು ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ 10 ಮಿನಿಟ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಆ ಫಿಲಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಷ್ಟು ಕರೆಂಟು ಒಂದು ಬಲ್ಬಿನ ಫಿಲಮೆಂಟ್ ಮೂಲಕ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ನಿಮಿಷ ಫಾರ್ 10 ಮಿನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ದಟ್ ಫ್ಲೋಸ್ ಥ್ರೂ ದ ಫಿಲಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬಲ್ಬ್. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಮೇಕ್ ಎ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೇಟಾ. ಸೊ ಡೇಟಾ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಏನೇನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ, he has given current I is equal to 0.5 ampere. Then they have given the time is equal to 10 minutes, but we know that SI unit of time is seconds, therefore convert 10 minutes into seconds. So 10 into, so for 1 minute 60 seconds, multiply 10 by 60, we will get 600 seconds. So I given, T given, we have to find out Q. So Q is equal to question mark. What is the relationship between I, Q and T? So I is equal to Q by T. Rate of flow of charges is called current. So we want Q. So Q is equal to I into T. So Q is equal to, so I is 0.5 into T is 600. That is equal to 0.5 can be written as 5 by 10 into 600. 0 0 cancel aito. So Q is equal to 5 zeros are 0, 5 6 are 30. So how much coulomb of charge is flowing through that filament of a bulb? So 300 coulomb of charge is flowing through that filament of a bulb. So like this we have to solve the first question. Now let us move for the second question. Find the amount of electric charge flowing through the circuit if an electric current of 5 ampere is drawn by an electrical appliance for 5 minutes ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕಲ್, ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಮೇಕ್ ಎ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೇಟಾ. ಸೊ ಡೇಟಾ ಪ್ರಕಾರ, ಸೊ 5 ಆಂಪಿಯರ್ನಷ್ಟು ಅಂದರೆ ಐ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 5 ಆಂಪಿಯರ್. 5 ಆಂಪಿಯರ್ನಷ್ಟು ಕರೆಂಟು ಸೊ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕಲ್ ಅಪ್ಲಯನ್ಸಸ್ ಮೂಲಕ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ಮಿನಿಟ್ಸ್? ಸೊ ಟಿ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 5 ಮಿನಿಟ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಮಿನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇಂಟು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ಸ್. 5 into, for 1 minute 60 seconds. So 5 zeros are 0, 5 6 are 30. So 300 seconds. So I given, T given, we have to find out Q. So Q is equal to question mark. We don't know what is Q. So what is the relation between I, Q and T? I is equal to Q by T. I is equal to, we want Q. So Q is equal to I into T. Multiply this T to here. So Q is equal to I. Current is how much? So current is 5 into, what is time? 300. So Q is equal to 5 zeros are 0, 5 zeros are 0, 5 3s are 15. So 1500 coulomb of charge is flowing through that electrical appliance. So like this we have to find out that charge. Now let us move for the third question. So in the third question, a charge of 300 coulomb is drawn by a filament of an electric bulb for 5 minutes. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಬಲ್ಬ್ ಇದೆ, ಆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಬಲ್ಬಿನ ಫಿಲಮೆಂಟು 300 ಕೂಲೂಂಬ್ ಆಫ್ ಚಾರ್ಜನ್ನು ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಫಾರ್ 5 minutes. Now we have to calculate find the amount of electric current that flowing through the circuit. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಆ ಫಿಲಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಪ್ ಅಥವಾ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕರೆಂಟು ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಮೇಕ್ ಎ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೇಟಾ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೇಟಾ, ಸೊ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ Q is given as 300 coulomb, and that 300 coulomb is flowing for how many seconds? It is flowing for 5 minutes. So that is equal to 5 into for 1 minute 60 seconds, that is equal to 300 seconds. Now we have to calculate the current. I is equal to question mark. So what is the relation between these three? I is equal to Q by T. I is equal to Q andre 300 divided by T andre 300. 300 ones are 300 ones are. I is equal to 1 ampere. So how much current is flowing through that one? So 1 ampere of current, 1 ampere current is flowing through the circuit. So like this we have to calculate. So current, how much current is flowing through the circuit. Then coming to fourth question. If the amount of electric charge passing through a conductor in 20 minutes is 3600 coulomb, then the current flowing is dash ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ನ ಮೂಲಕ ಒಂದು ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ನ ಮೂಲಕ, ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ರೈಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಡೇಟಾ ಥ್ರೂ ಎ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್, ಸೊ 3600 coulomb of charge is flowing. So Q is equal to 3600. For how many minutes? It is for 20 minutes. So T is equal to 20. So time is equal to 20 minutes. So that is equal to 20 into for 1 minute 60 seconds. So 2 zeros you write down, then 2 6 are 12. So how many seconds? 1200 seconds. So Q, we know Q, we know T. Now we have to calculate I. So according to the relation for these three is I is equal to Q by T. I is equal to Q andre that is 3600 divided by that is T andre 1200. 0 0 get cancelled, 12 ones are 12 threes. Therefore I is equal to 3 ampere. So 3 ampere of current is flowing through that conductor. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ನ ಮೂಲಕ 3 ಆಂಪಿಯರ್ನಷ್ಟು ಕರೆಂಟು ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ದಿ ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್. ನಾವು ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ದ ಫಿಫ್ತ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಫಿಫ್ತ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ನ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಸಿ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಕ್ವಶನ್. ಹೌ ಮಚ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಈಸ್ ಡನ್ ಇನ್ ಮೂವಿಂಗ್ ಎ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಆಫ್ 2 coulomb ಅಕ್ರಾಸ್ 2 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಎ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ 12 volts ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಮೇಕ್ ಎ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೇಟಾ. So data prakara, how much work is done in moving a charge of 2 coulomb. So charge means Q is equal to 2 coulomb when the potential difference is 12 volts. That is V is equal to 12 volts. According to question, how much work is done? So W is equal to question mark. So let us use the relation for these three. V is equal to W by Q. So this is the relation between V, W and Q. So now V is equal to, we know V, we know Q. Now we have to calculate W. So W is equal to, you multiply Q here, V into Q. So W is equal to V, voltage is, that is potential difference is 12 and charge is 2. So W is equal to, work done is equal to 12 2s are 24 joule. Joule is the SI unit of work done. Work done ge SI unit, so that is joule. Therefore how much work is done? So 24 joules of work is done. So 24 joules nashtu work agide. So now let us move for the sixth question. How much energy is given? Energy in the sense work done. How much energy is given to each coulomb? Each coulomb bantane, to each coulomb of charge passing through a 6 volts battery irtane. So agar each coulomb bandre Q is equal to 1 coulomb. Then potential difference is equal to, they are given 6 volts. Now we have to calculate W, work done, or energy. How much energy? So what is the relation for these three? V is equal to W by Q, or W is equal to V into Q. So W is equal to work done is equal to, so potential difference is 6 and charge is 1. So work done or energy given to move 1 coulomb of charge when the potential difference is 6 volts is 1 6 are 6, so 6 joules. So 6 joule of work is done to move 1 coulomb of charge when the potential difference between the terminals is 6 volts. So like this we have to solve question number 6. So now let us move for question number 7. Question number 7 higide. How much work is done in moving a charge of 2 coulomb from a point 118 volts to a point 128 volts? So ಈ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಹೀಗೆ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ರೈಟ್ ದ ಡೇಟಾ. ಸೊ ಡೇಟಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಎರಡು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಗಳ ನಡುವೆ. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ನೋಡಿ, ಇದು ಎ, ಇದು ಬಿ, ಇದು ಎ, ಇದು ಬಿ. ಸೊ ಎ ಹತ್ರ 128 ವೋಲ್ಟ್ಸು, ಬಿ ಹತ್ರ 118 ವೋಲ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇವೆರಡರ ನಡುವೆ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ 128 ಮೈನಸ್ 118, 128 ಮೈನಸ್ 118 ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 10 ವೋಲ್ಟ್ಸ್. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಎರಡು ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ಗಳ ನಡುವೆ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆಯಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ 10 ವೋಲ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ಕೂಲೂಂಬ್ ಆಫ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಈಸ್ ಫ್ಲೋಯಿಂಗ್? ಸೊ 2 ಕೂಲೂಂಬ್ ಆಫ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ what is the work done? So W is equal to question mark. So what is the formula? So V is equal to W by Q, or W is equal to V into Q. W is equal to V into Q. So W is equal to V work done is equal to V andre 10 into charge is 2. So work done is equal to 10 2s are 20 joules. So 20 joules of work is done in moving a charge of 2 coulomb when the potential difference between the terminals is 10 volts. Now let us move for question number 8. How much of work is done in moving a charge of 4 coulomb from a point at 220 volts to a point at 230 volts? So now let us make a list of data. In the list of data, what is the charge? How much charge we have to move? 4 coulomb. Then potential difference, that is 230 minus 220, that is equal to 10 volts is the potential difference. So now we have to calculate work done, which is equal to question mark. So what is the relation to these three? V is equal to W by Q, or W is equal to V into Q. So W is equal to work done is equal to V is 10 into Q is 4. So work done is equal to 4 tens are 40 joules. So 40 joules of work is done. 40 joules ನಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. So like this we have to solve question number 8. Now let us move for question number 9. So in question number 9, if 2000 joule of work is done to move 100 coulomb of charge, then find the potential difference between the terminals of a battery. Now we have to find out what is the potential difference between the terminals of a battery. Let us make a list of data. So data dali work done given, so W is equal to 2000 joules. Then this 2000 joule of work is done to move how many coulomb of charge? So Q is equal to 100 coulomb. So Q is equal to 100 coulomb. Now we have to calculate the potential difference. V is equal to question mark. What is the relation to these three? V is equal to W by Q. V is equal to work done 2000 divided by charge 100. So 20 get cancelled. So voltage V is equal to 20 volts. So potential difference is equal to 20 volts. So like this we have to find out. So what is the potential difference between the terminals of a battery? So now let us move for 10th question. If 10 joule of if 40 joule of work is done when the potential difference between the terminals is 10 volts, then calculate how much charge will flow. So let us make a list of data. So in the list of data, they have given work done. W is equal to 40 joules. Next, when the potential difference between the terminals V is equal to 10 volts. Now we have to calculate how much charge is flowing. So W given, V given, we have to calculate Q. So what is the relation? V is equal to W by Q. So we want Q is equal to W by ನೋಡಿ Q ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ V ನ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ತಗೊಂಡು. So Q is equal to how much of work is done? 40 joules divided by how much voltage is given? 10 volts. 10 ones are 10 fours. So charge Q is equal to 4 coulomb. So 4 coulomb of charge is flowing through that conductor or flowing through the appliances. So like this we have to calculate what is the charge that flows. So like this we have to solve these questions, and remaining that is related to Ohm's law, it will be the problems related to Ohm's law will be solved in the next video. Till then, thank you very much. Those who are not subscribed my channel, please subscribe my channel. Those who already subscribed, watch my videos, like my videos and share my videos, and don't forget to press the bell icon to get the notification for the next video. So thank you very much.